Hi, my name is Mru Patel, and today with me I have the famous Brock Pierce over here. Brock, nice meeting you. Thank you for taking the time. And we're going to have some views on Bitcoin. I don't need to introduce Brock to this industry, but Brock has really helped a lot of the community out in the world for many years, not only through education, but also through his thought leadership and things along those lines. So, no further ado, Brock, a quick few words about what your current passion is in this market, what you're trying to do to make the word spread out even more.
Well, one of the things is maximalism.
Yes.
One of the things I would encourage people to do is to have an open mind, and an open heart. I view maximalism, whatever that coin is, my coin is better than your coin, or my chain is better than your chain. I view it very similar to like religious fundamentalism. My religion is better than your religion. And haven't we learned over thousands of years that that's not serving us? I feel we live in a period of time right now where people are not, the world's becoming polarizing. The left isn't willing to hear the right. Right isn't willing to talk to blue. And, we need to be willing to listen to each other. We need to be willing to engage each other with respect and to listen, to understand each other's perspectives and why you feel the way you feel and why I feel the way I feel, so that we can learn from each other and so that we can hopefully find compromises, to create a better world. If anyone makes the world a better place, we all win. So
Absolutely.
We should be encouraging innovation. We should embrace our differences.
And religion is out of the question. I wrote a book, and I was born in a small town in East Africa, in Kenya, Kisumu, on Lake Victoria, and we have this saying, there's something in the water in that lake, and everyone gets on with anyone. We never even bring religion into it, and you will find that all the big entrepreneurs around the world, especially somewhere around where we are here in London, a lot of them coming from there, they get wrong. Just find there's no left, right, all these things that you're talking about, and some of it comes from, I think, media and politics, banking, people like that who create some of these things. How can we, as a community, help with our blockchain hat on as well to bring it all together? What's your view? How can you think we can help?
Well, again, we only have the power to change ourselves.
Man in the mirror.
You can't change anyone by yourself, but man in the mirror. The way that you can potentially impact others in that change is by leading by example.
Absolutely.
By being your best self.
Absolutely.
By being your best self.
Absolutely.
By being your higher self.
Absolutely. Selfless giving.
It's
selfless.
It's in that you have the power to then inspire others.
Absolutely.
And only in that inspiration, by being the change that you want to see in the world, can we go impact others. And it's, I think, important to remember that. And that's where the responsibility lies, in showing up and being your best self, listening to others, and engaging people in a way that respects them.
Yep. And you said something earlier about my coin's better than the others and all that. So a lot of it comes down to what I call personal agendas and this competitiveness we have in the Western world.
They're bag holders, typically.
All carry a bag holder.
Maximalism is normally directly associated with what token you hold.
Absolutely. And
And when
wrong.
you say only
That's
this
wrong.
coin, it's because that's the only coin you hold.
That's wrong. I'm also creating a big...
Diversify and hedge is my advice.
No, you have to, because this business is too big. I'm ex-Sun Microsystems, so even in the early days we created this thing called Java 1 and Sun 1 and all these things, where we brought every person out there, even competitors, in the same room and said, work with each other, because you cannot be the best working alone.
Well, it's back to
Open source days.
We're here to build open source systems and open minds and open hearts, and that's to get away from the competitive mindset to the co-opetition mindset, to move away from a world of scarcity, to a world of abundance, to move away from a world of extraction to a world of addition. These are the things that we're trying to change. And you do that through your actions. And we hopefully can inspire the rest of the world to recognize that it doesn't have to be that way. It can be that better way.
No, you're absolutely right, because
we have the power to change ourselves.
The open source
and through doing so, changing inspiring others.
We have to. And this open source thing, again, I was in this city just here with the government. This is a government area, by the way. So we started Microsoft with the one source thing with my open source in those days, with Linux and open source Office and all that. So there is a choice out there, guys. Listen, so you have to do that. You had a healthy debate earlier on. I'd love to hear your inside truths of what you really think of fiat against the crypto world.
Again, I don't know. And so Nouriel Roubini, or Dr. Doom, is right that if we went out on the street and said, would you like $100 of the Bitcoin or $100 American, right? The vast majority of those people are going to take the dollars, not the Bitcoin. So he is correct that is still 60% of the world's liquidity. He's not wrong in making that statement. And he's not wrong in saying that most of these altcoins are not going to be around in the future. 90 to 99% of them. And he's not wrong when he says, our system doesn't scale. It doesn't yet. Where I disagree with him is that he's looking at the world for what it is today.
Correct.
I'm looking at the world for its potential, its future potential. I'm looking at the world of tomorrow, the world that we have the power to create. We have the power to create the future. We can collectively co-create a better future, a better world. And so that's, where, so I agree with Nouriel Roubini on the vast majority of the things that he has to say. And I think I was one of the few people that, kind of took a position to defend Craig Wright. Because a lot of people, even on Twitter, leading up to this, was like, oh, Craig shouldn't be allowed to speak. No. Hold on. What is we talk about, a lot of the people in our industry believe in one of the core tenets about being censorship resistant, right? And free speech. It's hypocritical.
Absolutely.
To not, you don't have to listen to what he has to say, but he shouldn't be denied the right. And Bitcoin SV, whatever you think of it, the market has spoken by it being one of the highest market cap tokens.
Correct.
Enough people believe that might be the future. It's certainly one of the potential futures, whether you like it or not. Craig is I think a little polarizing in the same way Donald Trump is, right?
He is a bit, yes.
But a lot of people believe that he's doing work that's very important. And I'm of the opinion that the work that he's doing may end up being very important. I don't know. And I would not write off anyone, and I wouldn't close my mind to anyone's contributions.
Absolutely. And I see this and I hear where you're coming from, because 25 years ago, when we started the internet at Sun Microsystems, as you know, so that's where the internet and Java and all these things started. Did we have a clue? Everyone was going through the same thing. This is not going to work. This will work. Microsoft will work. We'll eat you up. This will happen. This will happen. Internet will not fail.
Maybe.
Netscape, if you remember.
Maybe. We don't know.
But now, 20 years on,
the winning system may not even exist yet.
That's it. 20 years on, it's happened. Blockchain, I can see very similar ways. 20 years on, I don't think majority of people will be able to recognize this.
Libra might be the answer. I don't know.
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
A lot of the
And so I would strongly advise everyone not to close their minds.
Yes, absolutely. Because if you did that, then you might as well stay in the Iron Ages. Right?
Yeah. It's keep an open mind and be the best version of yourself.
So, how do you see the market really going? The crypto market?
I don't know. I mean, I have a positive outlook. I'm a believer, obviously, that I believe in cryptocurrencies. I believe in blockchain technology. I think that these things are the future, and they're going to change the world for the better. In what time frame, in what version, what shape or form, I don't know.
But there will always be a progressive advancement.
And I know that I would like to see this be an evolutionary event for humanity,
Absolutely.
Not a revolutionary event for humanity.
Absolutely.
Revolutions involve anger and hate, and they often end up being chaotic and violent. I would like to see an evolutionary event where the old and the new win together. We come together. I want us to create win-win scenarios. But that again requires showing up with respect.
You have to show up with respect, and the way I believe that will happen, and I've done investment funds, is you have to give something back to the community. So one of my models on this is to share all our profits, 50% towards the client. Why are they not being part of you? They're banking with you, or they're doing whatever service you give them. It's like Google saying 50% of our profits come to you. Facebook saying 50% of our profits come to you. Your clients are the people like us who Google place an ad. They're making the money, they get rich. Share 50% and 20% we're giving to charity. So that's the model. So now you make it inclusive, is my view.
Yeah, I think there's a misalignment of interests in the world we live in today.
Too many.
And that's one of the big things that this industry has the potential to do. Yes. To realign the interests of all the constituents, in any transaction or in any ecosystem, in one that's inclusive.
Yeah, the inclusive thing is
inclusivity.
It's a contradiction. My view. When you're in America, you get, brainwash is the wrong word, but it's very heavily capitalistic, right? So where is the money? Show me the money. Show me the money.
I'm a conscious capitalist.
No, but I don't mind. But I
don't believe in capitalism in its current form anymore.
Yes, it is.
Capitalism got us where we're going because it provides for economic incentives, right? It creates the motivation that has led to all of this wonderful progress. But one of the underlying flaws in capitalism is that it assumed infinite resources.
Yes.
And we know now we live in a world where we don't have infinite resources. I think that all of the ideologies and all the philosophies that we have today are right in some ways, but wrong, whether it be, communism has its there's aspects of it that are appealing, right? The idea that we all take care of each other and that there's abundance and everyone should have their basic needs met. That's not a bad idea, but we've also learned the ways in which it's flawed, right? It doesn't create incentive or motivation. In the same way that capitalism, we I think can recognize it, creates incentives, creates motivation, but also it's flawed in the sense that it assumed infinite resources. And we know that unbridled capitalism will bring this world to an end in this way.
It will.
We do not have infinite resources, and so, we need conscious capitalism. As the robots take our jobs, as technology and AI continues to progress, we're going to need social systems that look after us. And so I believe we're moving into a new era where we're going to have to borrow from all of these old mindsets and come up with a new mindset, a new system that incorporates the best of all of these things.
Absolutely.
And starts to eliminate those aspects that were flawed. I believe we're moving into a new political system. Because all of these old ideas, these old ideologies, yes. I think it's time for an upgrade. Yeah, I'm motivated by social impact.
You will see it.
As I often like to say, a billionaire to me is not someone with $1 billion. A billionaire to me is someone that's positively impacting the lives of 1 billion people.
Absolutely, fully agree.
I'm an impact-focused person.
Well done, same here. Well done. It's good to see that.
So always happy to engage in those conversations.
So willing.
On how we build a better future.
Fantastic. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And look forward to seeing you again.
Sounds good. Thank you.